Good afternoon. First thing I'd like to do is give a complete thanks to everybody that's been involved in putting together both the on-ramp event and Launch Wisconsin. This is great, and the turnout has exceeded my expectations for what I thought I would see. So to go through the pitch today, I feel like I've got the clock counting down for getting the playoff with that moving over there. But first thing that you have is a question. If you can go to the next slide, or I can try to go. First thing, probably many of you are asking yourselves, as you saw Jewelers Mutual Insurance Company, what in the world is a 100-year-old insurance company doing in the realm of innovation? And it's really twofold. Number one, we have a very forward-looking board of directors that had foresight to say we've been successful. We want to continue to make sure that our legacy and products, even if they aren't the same things we've done before, we want to have that next generation of business lines and have sustained viability. And the second reason that really helped fuel some of that is the financial crisis of 2008. So insurance companies, really interesting topic to talk about, make money through collecting premium, investing that money in the stock market or real estate. And after 2008, making money in the stock market and real estate, it wasn't such a great revenue generator. So being a financially healthy company, we've got surplus, and we want to take and make that surplus earn more than the close to 0% interest rate that you have sitting in the bank. So moving on, I'm not going to spend too much time on this. I'll be happy to talk to any of you later. We have a Horizon 1, 2, 3 model that some of you may have seen or recognize. The first thing is we have 100 years of insuring retail jewelry stores and the retail jewelers. About 60 years we've been insuring personalized jewelry. So any one of us in the room, if you've got a piece of jewelry, you can insure it with us, and we specialize in that because that's all we do. And then there's the Horizon 3 scenario, and that's what I'm here for, and what I'm looking for today is what is the next business or businesses that is going to take Jewelers Mutual into the future, even if it's not the Jewelers Mutual name itself. And so I'm casting a wide net to the group of people that's in this room today to think creatively and not to just think that you have to solely bring us a new insurance product. So where is Jewelers Mutual looking for ideas? Where do we have the epicenter of ideas come from? So we're really in an interesting industry. The first thing that I say is I'm not an insurance agent. Some people that, that's what they do. That's not how I think about myself. So we have financial services that we can look into. We've got the insurance industry that we can look to. And then if we had a Venn diagram that went 3 different ways, it's the jewelry industry. And anybody that's spent any time in the jewelry industry, it's fascinating. The ecosystem and who does what, where, when, and how is something fantastic and exciting to think about. So we're really looking for the intersection of any one of those ideas. It could be off a little bit further out or further in. But we're looking for ideas that are probably mostly enabled by technology. So I'm not going to go through each one of these items. I just wanted to have this as a sample of different ideas that you can bring forward to us. So how did I get my job? Many people ask that. Probably people that work with me ask that. I was the guy in 2010 that was running around because I have an aviation minor, and I said, we should be doing stuff with drones and going after bad guys that are robbing jewelry stores. And having that tinfoil hat in your traditional insurance company environment, it set me apart just enough to say, sort of makes sense, but I'm not quite sure what gets in there. So it was ideas like that, and it started to build on. And now we see successful companies that are using drones and applying technology or autonomous remote asset management to go through things to help within the insurance industry and other applications. So drones aren't all bad things that don't just blow people up. You can use them to save lives rather than just destroy them. So really what I'm looking for is casting a wide net. So the secret board thing, Pinterest. I just started using Pinterest myself, so I apologize. Some of you use it all the time. But one thing that I haven't found yet is we are in jewelry, and people get engaged in bridal, and we want to make sure that people are protecting their jewelry. So how can we get into that secret board that's created by people that are pinning things I know there's advertising in Pinterest, but how can we find how to get into this report so that we can target advertising and make sure people know that they can protect their jewelry? Or Internet of Things, sensors. We've got, you think Ocean's 11, it's not too far off. You just don't hear about jewelry store thefts like you do a bank robbery. Those are FDIC insureds. Jewelers don't want to let you know that they're vulnerable, but you have tiger kidnappings. You had in England last year on Easter Sunday, it was an Ocean's 11 huge heist of jewelry. So this stuff is real. And how can we prevent it? How can we go after the bad guys? How can we track things to make sure that the bad guys are going away? So can we look at nanotechnology or sensors to make sure that we've got small items with a high value that are easily converted into money, guns, drugs? How can we protect those things and make sure that they stay where they need to be and save lives for the jewelers so that they don't put themselves in harm's way as somebody's trying to rob them? Blockchain. I know Bitcoin, and I know I hear blockchain, I've seen a lot of articles on it. If you can come and make sense of it to me and in financial services realm, I'm willing to listen to it. We're willing to listen to it. Wearable tech. So jewelry, I've got my Fitbit on here. We're going to continue to see the proliferation of wearable tech, and people are going to bling it out. And there's going to be medical devices, and people are going to want those medical devices to look like jewelry rather than something that's implanted on their arm. So what can we do within that realm? 3D printed products. Why not print jewelry 3D? Why not be able to customize things? I hear that millennials, I am not one of them, but I hear millennials love customized things. So if I can make my own customized jewelry and get it to myself, and I get to be the designer rather than a jeweler. I don't mean to offend any jewelers out there, but if I can do that, why not? So all these different ideas. So again, I'm casting a broad net, and I'm looking for your creative minds. So why should you really look to pitch to Jewelers Mutual? It's your idea. So everybody in this room, we're all entrepreneurial or in some respect. We either want to invest in or start up businesses and make things go. We want to evaluate your ideas. It's your passion, and your idea is going to achieve the results. We don't have people sitting on the bench at Jewelers Mutual ready to go to start out. You come up with an idea and we're going to go build it out. We need you, so we will invest in you to help build the ideas. We want to bring the innovations into Jewelers Mutual as well as have products that can go out and have wide applicability. We have already, and we will continue to make investments in exploring the different ideas that we hear. We will find resources and mentors for you. There's no set amount. So you ask me, how much do I have to spend? There's no set amount. Obviously, there is an amount, but we don't have a set amount. If the idea warrants it and it's viable, we're willing to look at making the investment. And our board of directors has said we will make the investment into the ideas if they merit it. And then lastly, as a very common theme here in Waunch, Wisconsin, I want to see, Jewelers Mutual wants to see jobs created and started here. Not to say that we won't want to go global or international or outside, and I don't want to offend anybody that came here from any other place like the guy did if you went on the Lambo tour this morning, if you weren't a Packers fan. We want to have businesses and keep them here in Wisconsin, and that's core. I love living in Wisconsin, and I think it's important to try and generate as much startups and entrepreneurial activity as we can here. So what do I ask of you? If you have an idea to pitch, and please do bring it, and I'm happy to have a discussion with you through this, is help tell your story to me. So the Strategizer is one tool of it. They have value proposition design, and they have a business model canvas. If you can use that and you can vet out in a common vernacular in terms that I can point to, like what's the value proposition and who are your channel partners that you work with. If you can help me get that common language, we can understand innovation, because it's a lot of new terms and stuff. And also it makes the conversation easier, and it also demonstrates that you've thought through how is this, we got the wow factor, but how is this ultimately going to be a viable, sustainable product that hopefully will make some money for everybody that's involved. So please feel free to contact me with questions here. LinkedIn is another avenue that's going to be there. This video is going to be posted online. That's being recorded. The slide deck will be posted, so you didn't have to take as good a notes as you already did. But please feel free to contact me. Again, we want to hear your ideas. We want to help you and invest in your ideas. You make it happen for you, and we also want to provide the autonomy for you to get your ideas out there and have them become commercial success. We'll help you in whatever way we can, but we're not going to step in your way to prevent you from success. Thank you.